I'm Sara. I'm the pastor of worship ministries here at Grace Community Church. If I have not met you yet, I am not in outer space, and this isn't a false background. I'm actually in my oldest son's room, and I saw this the other day and just was reminded about his love for outer space and the unknown, really. And just lately, there's been a couple things in our lives that just made me reflect on just that, what God has done and some of the unknown. So a story for you is that one of our family friends last week learned that their appendix had ruptured. Well, once they really got the full workup and scans and everything, there was an abscess wrapped around and encasing the appendix that the doctors couldn't even figure out why his white blood count wasn't up and why he wasn't experiencing symptoms like he probably should have, being in so much pain, but really only noticing that he just wasn't feeling well. So he was brought in to have more scans and to actually have a drain port put in so that he could have that down and get the infection taken care of before having it removed. Well, not long into his stay at the hospital, he was able to speak with the nurse and share in each other's faith, both realizing that they are believers in Jesus Christ. And in that, they were just talking about how all of this is working together and how there are more scans and tests coming that we would say, miraculously, the abscess was shrinking and the infection was decreasing. And the doctors were dumbfounded. They couldn't figure out, why is this happening? It wasn't matching up with what they knew. Well, one of the nurses looked at him and said, "God must not be done with you yet." He kind of looked at her, looked at his wife, and said, I had this dream the other day that God told me the exact same thing, that I was sick, but he wasn't done with me. When he told me and my husband that, we were just in awe of who God is, what he has done, and all the unknown that we know, but he knows. God knows all. He is all-powerful, all-knowing, and just for, again, what we say is a miracle that our friend is still alive. The doctors recognize that in this kind of sickness, it's very rare to have this abscess, and yet he was walking around being normal with very little pain. They weren't sure, but our friends told the doctors they knew exactly why, because of God. As we continue into the series of Matthew, we're going to see Jesus do so many miraculous healings. And I want to encourage you, friends, that I sometimes don't think about it, but God is still healing today. It may be you that you feel like, I wish God would heal me. Or maybe you are someone that can testify that God has healed you. I do believe God is doing miracles today. And I think we just need to be reminded that he is still faithful in doing those things and has purpose in what he does. Because Jesus didn't heal all. He healed some, all to point to his glory and to what he was going to do and who he really was. So as we continue in learning how to follow Jesus and what that means and having faith in following him, I want to encourage you to do that this week, to continue in having faith in our Lord Jesus Christ and to believe still in miracles. Have a blessed day.